Hi guys, so welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Rebecca Kasingachile and welcome to the Lead Squad, where we do nothing but light up the world and help you regain your confidence. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much bestie for sticking around, and thank you for all the support. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about my Yali experience. If you personally know me, you just know I recently graduated from the Yali Cohort 15 online program. So I've been getting questions of what Yali is all about, how to apply, how do I get these, and so I just thought I should do a video explaining about my experience and share some of the tips on how you can go about the application. So I hope you stick around. A Yali alumni, guys. I'm so excited. I don't know, I just feel so good about it. I actually framed my certificate here. I framed it, I printed it out, and I'm going to paste it in my home office so that when I wake up, when I'm working, I should see it, you know. It was a tough 7 weeks, guys, so you know. So everything I'm going to be talking about here are based on my personal experience. If you have any, you can share down in the comment section, or if you have any tips as well, you can also comment down below. So Yali stands for Young African Leaders Initiative, and there's the Mandela Washington Fellow, which I've never applied for, but I hope to apply soon. And then there's the Regional Leadership Centers, the RLS, and this is the one that I applied for, Cohort 15. So I had applied for, this one is also hybrid and online, so others get to attend in person, most others get to attend online. So when I was applying, I applied for both. I mean, hikey were hoping to attend the in-person one, you know, but then I got selected for the online cohort, and yeah, you know. But the transitioning, guys, to like process that you've been picked the online cohort and then you're not going to attend in person. Yeah, guys. But then one thing about this life is fast, you accept it, you move on, you know. So yeah, I was like, it's okay, we'll do the online one, and it turned out to be so amazing and so perfect because it was a very great experience. There are centers in Ghana, there are centers in Kenya, there's a center in Senegal and South Africa. So as from Malawi, we were attending the South African one from the University of South Africa. So it's a 7 weeks program, and the age range for people who are eligible to apply is like from 18 to 35 years old. And it's for young leaders, as it says, young African leaders. It's a leadership development program that brings young African leaders together to learn and to network. So they offer training, networking, and they provide professional development opportunities to young African leaders. So there are 3 tracks. There's the business and entrepreneurship, civic leadership, and public management. So I was doing the business and entrepreneurship track. So we had a platform that we're using to submit our assignments. I'm just trying to log in to show you guys. So this is it. So let me just try to log in. I just hope I will still remember my password. Yep, we're in. So I will show you guys. This was the learning platform. I know you can't see it properly from here, but then we had the whole course. It's a whole work, guys. Then the school, you know. So we had authentic leadership, we had a responsible leader, and then we had introduction to gender mainstreaming, social problems. And the funniest thing is, if you look around or you get to hear or learn about the other social problems that people face in other African countries, you will realize that here in Africa, everywhere you go, we experience the very same problems. And it was that was one of the amazing things, because we got to learn from other brilliant minds, brilliant young leaders, of how they're dealing with these social issues in their communities and in their country, which was amazing, you know. So we also did COVID-19, and after that you were done with like the first part of it, and then now we go deep into the business development and entrepreneurship. And this is where the work was, yo. Like ababa alindi mwana ran agwirite. So in the business development and entrepreneurship, we had the human-centered design and design thinking. And this was such a great course because we learned so much about the human-centered design. Some of the things that I didn't know and I'm now able to apply in my business. And we also did the business model canvas, what is entrepreneurship. You know, most people we usually say entrepreneurship or I'm an entrepreneur, but we do not really know what entrepreneurship is all about, which is a story for another day. Yeah, and we did planning for my business, how we can plan for our businesses, and assessing the financial health of our business, driving our business services, applying human resource practices and principles in our business, and the pitch project. So at the end, each one of us had to pitch a project that they're going to do. It's either you already have this going on, or it's something that it's just a concept that you want to implement. And we all had to do presentations. So it was such a great experience to get to learn and to see how people are thinking, and you were in a way challenged that, hey, Goma guys, people are actually thinking, and people have amazing ideas, because there were so many amazing ideas. So we had like different assignments for each course or for each module. There was a specific assignment that we had to do. So other assignments were public, like you could see what your friends are writing, their project, what they're trying to implement, and their other assignments that were just going straight to the facilitator. It was such an intense 7 weeks, full of learning, sharing experiences, learning about other countries, the solutions they are providing, and understanding that we as Africans, we share the same problems. So getting to understand how other young leaders are dealing with such problems, and also knowing and understanding that as a young leader, we have a role to play. We are all capable of bringing change. We are capable of bringing solutions at the table. So we are the ones who can develop the continent. If you're planning on applying for Yali or joining the program, just be ready to learn. And with the technology, and if you're doing an online one, be ready to consistently check your emails, because that's where most things are updated. And there's so many platforms, there's so many learning platforms, so you have to learn how to use them. You have to just make sure you're updated, because it gets crazy. Sometimes it's not as if it's even online. It like gets seriously crazy. Make friends, have people you can cry with. In here I had Tina Kamange. If you're watching this, shout out to you, and Priscilla. Like, they really helped me. They pushed me, because there are times I was at the verge of giving up. I was like, you know what? I don't know why I signed up for this, but I can't do this anymore. So I could just like call them like, girl, why did we start this, you know? But then in the end, you find your friend pushing, and then just like, I'm doing activity 15. You're like, I thought we were complaining together that we're giving up. So that gave you the drive to keep going, that okay. And before you know it, we finished and we graduated. So have friends that you can vent to, you can cry with. It's okay to cry.
And I was privileged to be part of the Yali Regional Leadership Center Cohort 15. I was part of the business and entrepreneurship track. And as an entrepreneur, I found this program very useful. One of the concepts that I found to be helpful was the human-centered design thinking. This is an approach that helps you identify problems in a society, the needs of people, and how best you can come up with creative solutions to meet those needs. I feel like most people that venture into entrepreneurship do not invest much of their time into learning what really are the needs of people. Therefore, some solutions that are designed do not really put the needs of society at heart. I would also like to encourage my fellow youth to apply for opportunities like this, because they also help you to network with people from various parts of the world. You're able to learn how people are implementing various solutions and how best you can improve your existing ideas. I would also like to share the knowledge and skills that I gained through this program with youth in my country as we advance for entrepreneurship education in Malawi. Thank you.
My name is Makama Zakaria, a Kingdom of Eswatini citizen. I am a Yali alumni who have graduated in the Yali Cohort 12 online program. I have also taken a course in countering disinformation, which is also online. Here is my experience at Yali. Yali had taught me and developed me as a young, growing leader in the political and economic space. I have been equipped with skills on personal development, human-centered design thinking, entrepreneurship, and leadership. So these skills will help me educate other young leaders and prepare them for the outside world. I will be able to bring projects which will help develop my community and my country. As a leader too, I will be able to make sound decisions which will impact positively on the economic and political space in my country. The knowledge I have, I will also apply it in my tertiary level where I am also occupying leadership positions.
Hi, my name is Tilly Douglas from Malawi, and I'm then on the online Cohort 15 for Yali Leadership Program in the Public Management and Governance track. I'd like to extend my gratitude towards the lessons that have been learned and also the skills that I've gained through this program. Through this program, I've been able to build myself and understand the social problems that Malawi as well as Africa is going through. And it is the same program that has actually helped me to impact a lot in the public sector and come in as a young leader who is well centered and well motivated to bring a positive change to the problems that Africa is facing. At this point, I just want to thank the whole team that organized this program as well as the facilitators that we had for a very good job that you have done and for bringing a young lady into the world of leadership and building someone like me to be part of change making in Africa. Thank you.
Now I'll quickly share 5 tips of how you can apply for this, and it's not just about Yali. You can use it to apply for other fellowships and programs as well. And these are based on my personal experiences. If you have any other tips, you can comment down in the comment section. The first one is be attentive. Make sure you follow them on their pages to stay updated. Make sure you set reminders for your application, mark your calendar, because sometimes when you start these applications, they get overwhelming and then you're just like, I'll finish later. And then Procrastination, guys, do not underestimate procrastination. So there are times where you could just say I'll finish it later, and the next thing you know, deadline yafika. So make sure you're attentive, you mark your calendars, you set your reminders. The second one is be intentional. Be clear about what you want. Which track are you applying for? What does it do? Make sure you do your research. You know exactly what you're getting yourself into. You don't want to be applying into something that you're not sure about, because it's going to give you problems. You're not going to be confident enough even in your writing, and it can even tell that you're not so confident in your writing. So make sure you do your research. You know exactly what it is that you're applying for, and you're very much intentional that, okay, this is what I'm passionate about, this is what I want to do, and does that align with the track that you want? The third one is there should be evidence of your work. Show or tell a story. Make sure you use numbers and statistics. Make sure that the people who are going to be going through your application have the actual picture of the work you do in your community. Remember, there are thousands of people who are applying for these fellowships and programs, and make sure you're your true self, because this is the only thing that can separate you from all other applicants. The fourth one is make sure you prepare a pitch for your application. One thing I've noticed about these applications is the pattern of the questions. They're usually the same, if you've noticed, because it's usually, why are you applying for this program? Or why are you the best candidate? Why should we choose you? And what makes you different, you know? So you can have a killer essay, I can say, or response that you know that, okay, this is I've given this my best self, I've given this my best response. So this also includes knowing your purpose, because this will help you to know when you're applying that, okay, this is my purpose, this is what I want, so this is the reason I'm applying. So it easily gets easier when you're applying that, and you relate your work to the impact you're doing in your community. You find other applications that they set the timer that, okay, you have to give a response in maybe like 2 minutes, and then you have like 500 words, and you notice that you're typing and then it times out, so you have to restart again. So you can actually have it well typed in Word, a perfect well typed that you think that, okay, I think this is the best. So when it's time that you're doing an application, you just relate it to the vision, or what are the goals of that application that you're doing. So you simply tell it to that, and you get it from there, you paste it on the application that you're doing, and it makes things way easier. The last one is ask for help. Get mentors. We need mentors, you know. So some people are good with ideas, but they're not so good to like put them on paper. Like they could have a very great idea, but to put it in writing, it's a problem. So you can get people to help you, to review your application, to go through it, to read and help you correct any mistakes that they are there, so that when you're submitting your application, you have the very perfect application. That's all I had for you guys in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and you learned a thing or two. I'll see you again in the next video. Until next time, keep lighting up the world and owning the spotlight.